Hey guys, and as you can tell from the title of this video, I am quite frustrated. I am quite frustrated at people blaming TTK as the sole reason Hardline isn't a good game in their opinion. Now, let's get into it. So, I'm also over high profile Battlefield PC YouTubers deciding to bag out Hardline for whatever reason they feel like. I mean, they don't even give substance to why they're doing what they're doing. I mean, we've already covered level cap in a previous video, feel free to check that out if you want. And now Westie's gone ahead and said something without any... just to go ahead and says his opinion, doesn't even bother backing it up with any proof or anything, just says what he wants and that's it. So, his first argument was the fact that TTK needed to be increased on PC because it is already inherently quicker than that of a console. Now he says this because the mouse is more accurate than that of a controller. Now most people will just look at that and say yes it is. Well, with aim assist on a controller, I'd say it is just as comparable as the mouse because you're not jerking the controller. Even if you slightly jerk away your controller, it stays on the person. Like, no. That is not a valid excuse, in my opinion. And I'm going to show you why. So I went and had a listen to this and just gone, what a load of crap. This is just bullshit. I mean, no other game's even looked at doing this ever. This is the first time it's ever been even looked at being doing. And what do you know? I decided to go on to some Battlefield Hardline stats and grab Westie's accuracy for any of his fully automatic weapons. So I'm looking at the assault rifle, carbine, battle rifle, and SMGs. You could probably also go and look at machine pistols, but that'll also come down to which sort of machine pistol you're using, because the Mac 10 will just straight away throw out your accuracy. But yeah, I just stuck with those four, and his accuracy is lower than both myself and Grano's across all of those categories by at least 1%. Like, no. If you're trying to use that as your sole reason why it should be increased, no. TTK should not be touched on Hardline. There is nothing wrong with it at all. Just PC players that just managed to get in their head from watching these high-profile YouTubers bag TTK out all the time. That's all it is. Everyone just jumped on the bandwagon. All the PC elitists are just complaining about TTK and how it's not Battlefield 4. It's not a Battlefield game because the TTK is too low. Like, no, get over yourselves. It's not the case. Like, seriously. And then we'll get on to the other reason why Westie's TTK, why he thinks it should be increased on PC. Now, his other reason why he reckons TTK isn't that good on Hardline is because he reckons that if the other team has a bunch of good players playing together, they will absolutely dominate you. When is this not the case on any FPS game? You can play Call of Duty. If the other team's stacked, you're going to get flogged. You can play Battlefield 4. If the other team's stacked, you're going to get flogged. You can play Halo. If the other team's stacked, you're going to get flogged. It's just the case on any FPS. If the other team's more skillful, they're going to win. 9 times out of 10, unless they don't play the objective. That is it. That's the only reason. Like, come on. It is not rocket science. Just, honestly, I think these people just lack the critical thinking skills they require to come up with a valid argument. Like, Hardline does not... I have not seen one reason why Hardline is a bad game that has been given with a valid argument. Like, actually sound evidence. Like, I have not seen one. People just saying their opinion and just passing it off as fact. That's it. Like, there is not one TTK to rule all FPS games. No. The smaller the maps, the quicker you need to die if you're doing an arena sort of type game mode. Unless you're looking at Halo. Halo's different completely because it's just a completely different game to any of the other FPSs. When you look at Call of Duty, Battlefield, what else sort of does the same thing? Nothing else really. But yeah, you just wanna the smaller the maps, the quicker you want to be dying because you're making it more fast paced. If you're trying to make the game fast-paced and keeping the same TTK, it just doesn't work. No. Not everything has to be a complete and utter copy-paste. I think Hardline has done a very good job with the game. I reckon it's one of the most balanced games going, in my opinion. I mean, Knockout was overpowered at one point. They nerfed the shit out of that. Now it's pretty much useless, but other than that, it's fine. I mean, the M416 was the overlying dominant weapon. Most of the battle rifles are still extremely powerful, but you got to be able to aim to use those pretty well, so they've got their trade-offs. I reckon it's one of the most balanced games going. And there's been nothing wrong with the netcode or anything from the get-go. It's been pretty good. Nowhere near as bad as Battlefield 4 was when it first started, and people gave it a chance, and look where it is now. No one's given Hardline a chance. They've just said it's bad and just forgotten about it. Just left it in the dust. Now, Grano and I have put in a complete, like we put in over 340 hours each. We've got a total of over 700 hours between us, and of game time between us. Like, seriously. We can come up with anything to sort of, like, don't get me wrong, Battlefield 4 is a great game. Like, I've loved the shit out of that game too. But Hardline just doesn't deserve the slack it's been given. Like, dead set. Just doesn't deserve it. It is a great game. But all these PC elitists just jump on the bandwagon, calling the game bad, at whatever the reason they can come up with. Most of them are saying it's TTK. I see the other people just saying it's because it's a cops and robbers game. It doesn't suit Battlefield. Rah, rah, rah. And wow, whoop-de-doo. You're not touching the gameplay at all, are you? You can't exactly say the gameplay is bad, because the gameplay is great. Anyone that hasn't put 100 hours into the game, I don't even think it's got a really valid opinion. Dead set. If you haven't put 100 hours into the game, you shouldn't even be giving an opinion on Hardline, because you obviously haven't played it enough to even really give it a crack. Dead set. If you haven't played 100 hours, don't even bother giving an opinion, because I don't think you've really got an opinion on the game. Dead set. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It has been me. Feel free to check out our other videos. And yeah, hopefully I'm not as frustrated in those ones. Anyway, laters.